So anyway, my battery, we have some thunder. It's monsoon time of year right now, and there's a yacht in the sky, and I didn't know much about it unless I look at what's involved and start applying what the scenario is with that comes around. Intuitively, I can feel a lot coming up. It's very exciting for the healer. It's I hear like a different sound, like a truck or something unloading something out there. Sorry, it's not quite thunder. See, I would love for the thunder to interrupt all activity out there. The people living obliviously that just miss the point of coming up to the mountains. Really, they just totally miss the point. The reason why we make it up to the mountains, really the reason, yeah, why we do anything really. It seems to be kind of in the background, and then it's just a big rush. Really, it's a blind swing about a lot of things. Isn't that the world and hello, Western modern day gag? I'm sorry, but once you get into the soup of that, it's more like a effort to unlearn things, right? You've heard of the unlearn things, and then how not to do stuff, because a lot of it is garbage. And not that garbage can't be useful. It's just you have to get the organic stuff and recycle, and make sure you're willing to do the work that it takes to make things, alchemize things and make it useful. Hi, hello, how are you? Weird video so far, talking about the new moon at 0 degrees. It does it's 10 degrees for my Jupiter. 0 degrees is very special for everybody though. And the fact that it's a blue moon kind of a thing. See, the next new moon, or is it the full moon? Well, I think it's the next full moon. Hi, little baby. You're so wonderful. She's so great. To get in my lap. According to astrologers, it's the real blue moon, where it has 30 degrees to a sign, and the moon is new at the beginning of the sign, and then it's new at the end of the sun sign. It's a new moon twice inside of a zodiac sign. New moon or a full moon. The second event is blue moon. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with, and I think that in September here, coming up on around the 7th, I think, or sometime between the 4th and the 7th. Sorry, this is Shauna's vague ass astrology. We do have a full-on blood moon eclipse, I think, coming up, and I'll have to look at it. It's in Virgo. Oh no, it's in Pisces. Sorry, it's at 15 degrees. No, I remember. 15 degrees. That's pretty significant. It's in the middle of the 30-degree phase, which kind of hits every degree in that sign, and of the squares too, and the trines. It sets off angularly. So anyway, it's significant. That's what I'm saying. It's moving into the depths of Pisces, and it's just, see, we are rapidly quickening and kind of moving forward. There's a timeline of evolutionary consciousness of man and or woman. Boy, when will we start adding in woman? Like, what is Venus doing over there? Well, Venus is going into Leo here, I think, in about 4 days or so. And this is August 23rd. I might have put this on in between the videos that I've been putting up, which are utterly boring. Back to talking about the narcissists and how screwed up they are, because they, first of all, they're posing as being human. So what I mean is that you don't know it, but there's like, okay, so 92% of people, they kind of feign affection, right? They fake being there as a human response. They have to. It's a survival mechanism. It carries on through the toddler stage. They are kind of still working the toddler mode of being, and part of it is to mimic in order to fit in. And when, that's always flattering. Narcissists who have kids, they love when their children start mimicking them, except for if they start mimicking their non-self-reflective selves who stand over them, and the child gets the idea that, well, this is the way we're supposed to talk to people in order to get things into us. That's all they're learning, is how to do things, not through words, but through your demeanor and how you're using maybe your words. So they are absorbing, hyper absorbing things, and how they do learn. Narcissists don't know. They're learning through reality itself. Okay, there's a place called outer space, and it's the third witness guarantee, man. I mean, you can get a camera and get some really high definition like you have on your phone, point it outward and start filming. Hey, you know what? I think I found it. I think reality is here. See, most of your narcissists, if that's what you're calling them, you don't like them because they don't include the third party witness there. And having said that, no, that's why you have a bunch of cameras up. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, why it is happening. A lot of people are bugged about it, and it's like, well, why would you be bugged about it? Boy, after a while, it's protection. I mean, have you reversed your universe yet? Whenever you're making a phone call to any of the public services out there, they let you know we are recording this for quality service. Not because they think you're going to mess up the quality of the conversation and the service. No, in case you want to hold it against them people and say, no, look how inhumane they really are. They're faking a service and I'm being ripped off. How could this possibly be something that I want to get involved with when it's just literally sucking my blood down? You're supposed to be, you're supposed to be, yeah, that's great. Yeah, yeah. Let me have the most expensive insurance policy on everything. Fucking people. The paper fucking society, the fake ass fucking people, man. You people need to get deep, and this is where what I'm going to be doing for me is just try to come from the place that I know how to communicate from, which is my depth. I have a lot going on. See, like, okay, so we're coming on to fall, and it brings on a lot. I would love to invite everybody in if you're in the Western Hemisphere, and especially narcissists out there, you poor fucking people that aren't in touch with not even the wind around you. You know what I mean? It's fucked up because we human beings, we rely on immediate responses, responsivity. I guess if that's a word, um, to being alive. Saying, yeah, I saw that. And then instead of a gaslight, the actual third party witness is allowed to expand. Not through, you don't have to have a camera there, believe it or not. You don't have to have a camera there. You just trust that you can remove all of the filters of the mind away and just get into raw, what is called awareness. Awareness. It's the main curriculum here. You want it, you want to appear to have integrity, especially around the kids if they're watching. A lot of people want to appear like they have confidence. They do want confidence, 100%. They want to feel like they can trust themselves. They want to appear trustworthy for other people. Well, I'm giving you a key right now. Find reality, move into it as awareness, surrender, surrender. That's God right there, by the way. You're surrendering to God. So many different ways to say this. God, how long is it going to take for somebody to just break it down and make a comedy act about it so that I can make a little money? Believe it or not, I'm in this weird fucking bind, but you know what? Everybody is. I'm thinking that the question is who who's furthest along in dropping most all of the illusion in order to say, hey, you know what? I'm actually all right. Although I did handle at the gas station today, but I'm okay not including the rat race in on my particular experiential inner world, especially, and then but the outer world, like say for instance, as far as I'm concerned, I'm surrounded. by wilderness. It's still here. Some people cannot be in reality, so they can't be in the wilderness. In all actual reality, that's kind of what we're talking about when we're talking about the wilderness. You know, who's the wilderness? Who's wilderest? Is the ones who live as now. Hello, hello, Aries. Aries, you see, you can't put bubble wrap on Aries. You can't put bubble wrap on your own nervous system that operates in the now. See, a lot of people, especially maybe Pisces or even Capricorn, especially, all of the signs after Aries, if they miss it, if they miss just the vital point of their nervous system there that says, excuse me, but this is what happened, and it's really based in trauma a lot of the times that you're going to kind of cheer up and say, wait a minute, no, we've got to get down to the bottom of what actually happened in reality. What's the truth? What's the truth? And so, but what I was about to express is that they will contest that no, there's a different life other than now. You know, of course, Capricorn says we're saving for a future, and boy, that person saved for a future, and they're like growing a beard now, and they're highly cautious sitting in that chair. It's like, did you ever get the fuck out of your chair? And maybe you should shave up a little bit and see the light of day that's happening right now every once in a while instead of worrying about that future all the time. What's the saying? People that are with anxiety, they're worried about the future, and people who are grievous and sad, they're trying to hang on to a past. They're trying to live in the past. And people who are happy and blissful, babes, they're living where life is happening. It's happening now, and you have freedom to focus on what choice is best for you according to the version of the person that you want to be in reality, but really don't get caught up in that. Really, it's the version of reality that is here right now. Give yourself no choice at all. Aries again. Hello, hi, how are you? You don't have a fucking choice, babes. Just move with it. What did somebody do an act of environmental terrorism like what happened in my neighborhood, and then you responded? And good, you're supposed to do that. Otherwise, imagine how sick you would get compared to how sick they already are and then will be because they're inhaling that shit and eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and can't seem to fucking figure out why. And then they go to their doctor and their doctor tells them, well, sorry, but you have genes that are, you've inherited, did your mom have cancer? Well, there you go. No, it's just you're mingling with enough toxins, and plus you're a fucking toxic person because you have no idea. You're not a real presence to reality, the truth therein. So how can we rely on your faculties, babes? We don't. And we love you. We kind of treat you like the kids you are, right? We should. We do. But now, thanks for listening to all this, because if you enmesh yourself, if you actually get like your finances mixed into it. Now, we all can talk about this, see, but what I'm saying is that what if you've fallen down and you need a little support, and then all that comes at you is these black hole narcissists that, man, sociopaths, yes, they come out of the woodwork because they couldn't come out before when you were just, hey, what's up? Can you meet me? No, they can't meet you. They're on a different timeline, living for fucking Dracula over there and sucking on fucking Darth Vader's cocktail ginger ale, 5 cents a glass. Now you're going to hit like and subscribe. I bet you anything I'll get 8 likes because I said cocktail. Starting to rain again. I love that so much. Anyway, it's so beautiful because we haven't had rain. I live in Southern California. It's a desert out here. And the main thing I don't like about it, I was trying to tell you in the beginning, um, you're supposed to smell the forest, the wet forest floor. I smell that fucking asphalt that they spilt over there. That asphalt, by the way, I know I won't shut up about it because I still smell it. It's still affecting my health. I would love to see. Well, the thing is I'm not going to suffer that bad. I can't do that for them. I won't do it for Satan, but they need to be put, whoever it is that lives oblivious and does the act of self-harm like that. I mean, I know I'm not perfect, babes, and I do little self-harm this here and there because why? Because I interact with this fucking loveless, godless society, and I take it out on me. And that is so terrible. I never experienced that until about 4.5 years ago, for whatever reason. Call it a Neptune opposing my Venus, pardon me while I let the ambiance of the storm come in. I love it. Do you hear it? Anyway, this is a little better of a video than the last video because I explained to you why I don't know what the yod means if I look into it and I apply my intuitive ability as an astrologer into the yod. The yod is a kite shape formation that's going to be happening with the new moon. And I think Pluto's involved, and Mars is too, if I'm right, and even Jupiter, I think, because there's a sextile that needs to happen to create this half star. And then anyway, that's the finger of God, and that's what we're dealing with this new moon phase that's going to be a blue moon. It's encapsulated. It reminds me of going, because it's Virgo, we are now in not hospice, but we are in sanctuary of healers. And the illness does not like that. What is the word that you're going to be comfortable with after a while that says, this is a place where if you're sick, you will be healed? That's the intention. We have put a fence up and boundaries and said, you can't come past this point unless you are ready to get rid of that disease. And as a Buddhist, I was about to say, ready to die, but really it's the ego death. Your mind, you must release it. And having said that, oh God, I'm so grateful for this moment right now, right here, right now, where the mind can't be, no people can be now, and just noticing how the water is pouring out of the sky right now. It's dripping off the roof. Everything's getting wet and soaked. I don't have to water the apple tree like I kind of was trying to water it. And I would love to be able to receive a donation from people, from the universe, really. It's the universe, because the universe is our relation with each other. If you can imagine that, naRCISSISt. You are actually tapping into something of the universe. And here it comes. See, the thing that we worry about in these parts is if it rains too hard, too fast, flash floods happen. So the only thing I'm worried about it, and I'll handle it. It's coming down pretty good, though. It's starting to rain pretty good. Is that the road, if I don't put sandbags up my driveway, all of the runoff will come down my driveway. See, back in the day, I would be out there right now in the rain because it's starting to rain pretty hard and it can just keep going and it could start flash flooding. I would see it starting to come down really hard, and my cat's never seen it before. She's starting to get scared. It's raining like quarter-sized rain right now. I'm watching leaves getting pummeled out of the trees. So beautiful. See, when I catch my vortex, when I operate in joy and start tapping the truth, when human beings start doing that, I was trying to tell you in my last video about this, and I'll make it a part 1, part 2, the possibility of us coming together in unity, really in awareness. That's what it is. Awareness is unity. It's calm unity. The word calm means communication. Unity means to unite. And yeah, if we look at what communications means, it's interesting. We don't know what we're saying. I know that the word calm means communications or computerized. Really, what would you like to render up of this reality that happens through your focus? And then, but the trick to it, though, the trick can be is that it's already here. All you have to do is find it and ring the bell. See, that's what the rebellion is that you're now in harmony with what's already here, because there's nothing new under the sun. You're resonating with it. Ah, the sun is coming out. It's so bitching, because that means that over there's a rainbow. If I looked out my window, I bet you anything I'll see this fucking rainbow. Pardon me while I look out the window over here. Ah, the sun is out and it's raining. I love that. I think I'm going to turn this off and get my camera and walk outside a little bit and walk around. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Love you a lot.